Now we are hearing from Sri Rasa-pancadhyayi, 10th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam, 29th chapter, verse 40th, 29th chapter, 40th verse. Here Sukadeva Goswami is explaining to Parikshit Maharaj, if one desires liberation, then this is generally for your own happiness. This is not the symptom of pure love. In the dharma of love, prem dharma, even if you have to tolerate hundreds of thousands of kinds of suffering, if that is pleasing to the Lord, then one will very happily do that, without any consideration. Those who are independent may consider and endeavor to achieve their own liberation and thus worship the Lord, but this is only under material selfishness, dharma, artha, kam and moksha. They can never attain pure love of God and relationship directly with God. The Gopis here are in Braj, and it appears externally like they are householders amidst family and society and bound in this way. However, they do not have any attachment for anyone and are ready to do everything for the pleasure of the Lord. They have so much good qualities and ability, they will do anything for Sri Krishna. They have no fear or desire for anything. Lakshmi Devi is present on the chest of Sri Krishna very beautifully in the form of a golden lion, and the Lord keeps her there, and she is always in that position. But the Gopis say, okay, that is good for her. Lakshmi is present in her service. We do not want to disturb her or steal her position or compete with her. We also don't want to share or take anything from her. We simply want the shelter of Tulasi Devi, Brinda Devi. In this world, Tulasi is present in hundreds of thousands of forms. Wherever you go, you can find Tulasi present there, ready to serve the Lord. A question rises, is Tulasi in Vrinda the same, and that in which she takes hundreds of thousands of forms as plants, is that the same as Vrinda? Are they all one, or are they all different? What is the proper conception? It is described that Radharani has different expansions called Kaya Vyuha Roop, the Swayam Roop, Tarikatme Roop, and Swayam Prakash and Vaibhav Prakash are the different expansions of Sri Krishna as well. So he has different expansions and Radha has different expansions. In many different ways, the Lord and the divine potency expand in into different forms. Srimati Radhika as Swarup Shakti appears in many forms in order to serve Sri Krishna. All the Brajadevis in Braj, they pray to Tulasi Devi. Why? Wherever you go, you can find Tulasi Devi. She offers you at the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. Tulasi has such a power and qualification that the Lord will accept anything that is offered with her. We should not think that Tulasi is ordinary, and if she is, that we should not think Tulasi will not appear in only some places. She will only appear in Braj, but she will not appear in different areas like mountains and different forests and so forth. That she will appear wherever there is a desire to serve Sri Krishna and will help facilitate that relation and service. In this way, she is present everywhere. Whether one serves her or not, whether one gives her water or not, looks after her or not, she will appear everywhere to facilitate that relation with Sri Krishna. We see many people will take her leaves and use it to make things like soap or to make drinks or medicine. They will boil her, they will cut her, but she is not disturbed. Many enjoyers will use her in this way, but she does not become disturbed and stop serving her Lord. She has so much tolerance. Many doctors do not have any respect for tulasi. They will cut many tulasi plants and put her in machines and grind her or boil her in water, just like animals are taken to slaughterhouses. They have no respect for her. They will make oil and soap and so many things to enjoy their senses. Will this save the senses from death or disease or suffering? Still, by the touch of tulasi, they may get some welfare. Tulasi Devi is so merciful. She does not say that she will curse someone for this offense. She does not act like this. Even if someone is dying and going to be burnt or put in the grave, sometimes people will burn tulasi with them. They will burn the people by tulasi. They have no respect for tulasi. But she does not become angry. She is so merciful. Why? She knows the Lord will not accept anything without her, and she always has a place at Krishna's lotus feet. Whether without tulasi, Krishna will not accept any food or drink. If we offer something to Krishna without tulasi, he will never accept it. That is so much love he has for tulasi. When there is a loving relationship like that, even if there are hundreds of kinds of suffering, one is not disturbed by that because of the power of their loving relation. Many people, we see, they put tulasi in gardens, and every day they will take scissors and cut her and decorate different areas with tulasi. Does she complain? If she wants, she can destroy the whole world. She has that power. But she also does not even complain to Krishna. So, the Gopis, from childhood, they achieve the fortune of playing in the dust of Braj. Krishna decorates all of Braj with his foot dust. He does not wear shoes in Braj because he wants to give the prince of his lotus feet all over Braj. He wants to touch Braj with his lotus feet, and in this way everyone has a chance of the fortune of touching that dust. In this world, most people are great enjoyers, and they try to control and enjoy the earth, and they are always competing with one another and have so many wicked mentalities. But in Braj, we see when Krishna wanders the earth, it manifests so many ecstatic symptoms. She is so happy when she receives the footprints of Sri Krishna on her body. When our Prabhu Sri Krishna appears in Braj, he moves on the mountains, the hills, swims in the river, wanders in the forests, in groves and fields. There is no place in Braj where the Lord has not gone and where he has not performed his pastimes. If someone can touch this dust of Braj, then certainly they will receive transcendental ras and the eligibility to understand and taste this. Once Srila Gopis Babaji Maharaj, when he was present in Braj, he would go and accept Madhukari alms from the different householders. He would not take from the wealthy temples and the priests in the wealthy temples. They would go in the evenings and accept small alms from each house. Or if they were invited to some temple, they may take something there and take a little prasad once a day like that. The Goswamis were like this. So once Gopis Babaji Maharaj, he started a habit that he would go to the sweepers in Braj and asks for them for some alms. What do the sweepers do? They sweep the pathways of Braj and clean the drains, and then in the evening they go and beg themselves to maintain their families. So Babaji Maharaj, he would go to the sweepers and ask for the alms from them after they had already begged and taken everything. He had so much humility and respect for them. He said to the sweeper, "Please give me some alms." The sweeper said, "No, I cannot give you. You are so exalted and I am so low." He said, "No, please just give me a few scraps of food that you have collected." He said, "You are a great sadhu, and hearing that you have taken this from me, the pandits and Goswamis in the temples will beat and kill me. They will not let me stay in Braj. You are so exalted and respected throughout all the dhams." He said, "No, you must give me. Please give me." So finally, Gokshada's Babaji Maharaj convinced the sweepers to give him these alms. The news quickly spread, and the Goswamis and Pandas came to Gokshada's Babaji Maharaj and said, "Please take from us. We will give you everything to your ashram directly." Then he said to them, "Oh, you never touch the dust of Braj. You sleep on top of big beds with thick mattresses and nice blankets, and you are always careful not to touch any dust of Braj. You are always dressed in very opulent clothing and staying on top of stone and thick blankets and beds. Therefore, you have no relation to the dust of Braj. But look at the sweepers. They are always moving in the pathways and groves of Braj, cleaning, and you chastise them and look down upon them. You criticize them, but they have relation with Braj, and you do not. Therefore, I will not accept anything from you, and I will always only take their remnants." See, just see his mood. So the Brajadevis, when Krishna would go grazing the cows in the forest, would the Gopis go in cars or in helicopters or airplanes to meet Krishna, or would Krishna go like that? No, they all walk barefoot in Braj. The Gopis collect cow dung and make cow dung patties. They milk the cows and make sweets. In this way, they are very humble and always engaged in service. They touch the dust of Braj, and this decorates them with all transcendental qualities and establishes an eternal loving relation with Krishna that is natural and spontaneous, not by force, chanting mantras, sitting on asans, doing pranayam, doing hatha yoga, and so forth. We do so many activities to try to concentrate our mind or engage our mind, but that person who has no respect and connection to the dust of Braj is very unfortunate. What would our Goswamis do? We hear Srinivas Acharya glorifies the Goswamis. Sankhya Purva Kya Nama Gan Natibi. They always perform a regulated amount of Harinam every day, and Kirtan, and Smaran, remembrance, and Dandavat Pranam in the dust of Braj. They will pay 1,000 pranams to all the different holy places, and another 1,000 pranams to all the Vaishnavas. In this way, they are always connected to the dust of Braj. In this way, the body is always pure and always fit and engaged in transcendental service in Braj, and no material anchoring can disturb one. In this way, we see the Goswamis would always travel throughout Braj and offer pranam in all the places of Braj. They had such understanding and respect. There is no place in Braj where Krishna has not graced it with his lotus feet, where the Gopis have not walked and played there. So, the devotees say, we do not want the opulence of Lakshmi, let her stay on the chest of Bhagavan, but we want only Sri Krishna's lotus feet, where Tulasi Devi and Brinda Devi is present, where Braj Mandal has manifested as an expansion of Brinda Devi. Madhu Pandit manifested Gopinath in Vangsivat. He would stay and he would decorate his body with tulasi. He would wear a cap of tulasi, neck beads, also even like a vest out of tulasi beads. He said, even for a moment I will not be separate from the lotus feet of Brinda Devi or Tulasi Devi. Vaishnav Sampradayas always chant japa on the dry wood of Tulasi Devi. Why? Because this is catching onto the lotus feet of Brinda or Tulasi Devi, and we pray to her, please give me a chance to serve Bhagavan Sri Krishna even though I am so fallen and sinful. Please connect me. You are connected always to the dust of the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. May pure love come within me and qualification to serve like you under your guidance. When we pray to Brindadevi, then Bhagavan Sri Krishna, we will naturally be connected to him because she is always present with him. So by being connected to Brinda, we are naturally connected to Krishna. If we want to attain aprakrita transcendental ras and to enter Brindavan or Braj, then Sukadev Goswami says you must develop a respectful mood towards the dust of Braj, and you must take this dust and try to be fully absorbed or decorate your body with this dust and be absorbed in this dust. Even Adiguru Brahma prays to the Gopis and glorifies the Gopis and the dust of Braj. Even Uddhava, who is such a dear friend to Krishna, he says, "Oh, I could not understand Krishna, but when I came to Braj, then he prayed Asamaho Charanarenum." He prayed for one particle of dust from the feet of the Brajadevis. Why? Because within that dust there is such a great power that one can please Sri Krishna, serve Krishna, and get all qualification and entrance into his pastimes. Yesterday we heard this is not possible in Vaikuntha or Ayodhya or any other abode of the Lord, because many different incarnations of God came, like Krishna in Braj gave so much mercy to everyone and so much love. We cannot find such mercy and love in any other incarnation. No magnanimity can be seen like Sri Krishna has and gave in Braj. Sukadev Goswami therefore says, "O King, just look at the moods of the Brajagopis and their conception. Try to accept that and develop faith in them and pray to them." Now in the 40th verse we will hear the commentary. O Krishna, in the three worlds, who is that beloved of yours who hears your flute playing and can tolerate this and not be completely attracted and bewildered in love for you? And who is that woman in the three worlds who can hear the sound of your flute playing and not be completely bewildered and lose her heart to you? Your beautiful form, bending in three places, playing the flute, that does not only bewilder all the different ladies in the three worlds, but birds and animals and all creatures, even the rivers, hearing your flute playing, become completely bewildered and fall completely in love with you. Who hears Krishna's flute playing? When one takes shelter of Braj, then he has the fortune to be able to hear the beautiful song of Sri Krishna that he plays on his flute, and the great fortune of being able to see Krishna will also manifest. One will always think, "Oh, now Mangala Arti is starting. Oh, now Krishna is preparing to go to the forest and he is decorated. Oh, now Krishna is coming back from the forest from grazing the cows. Oh, now I will be able to see Krishna's beautiful form." So coming into Braj, and we will always be attracted and eager to see the beautiful form of Sri Krishna. When Krishna plays on his flute, this is greater than all the Vedas and mantras. when you remember a mantra, then there's a demigod or a god presiding over that mantra, and when you chant it, they will be present there. We should not think mantras are ordinary, that when you chant a mantra, then the devata or the presiding deity of that mantra will come and just give you everything easily. When the presiding deity is pleased with you, then he will give his full mercy to the sadhaka. However, Bhagavad's Vani, that person who is always absorbed in remembering the Lord and absorbed in his service, then for that person, all the Lord's affection coming from his heart will come and appear in that sadhaka's heart, along with all of Krishna's love and blessings. Who will it come for? That person who is 24 hours absorbed in remembrance, in kirtan, in hearing, and so forth. That mercy does not come to everyone. If you plant a tree on the side of a river, then you may plant many different kinds of seeds on the bank of a river and they all drink the same water, but if you plant a neem, the neem will be bitter, the mango will be sweet. They all have different characteristics. So you should look, how is the sadhaka performing spiritual practice? For whom? Who are they worshipping? And what do they want? When we come to Braj, now we obtain Brajaras. Enjoyers will take that and try to enjoy more. They will come and do sadhana with all kinds of material hankerings. They do not therefore hear the sound of Krishna's flute. They do not want that or need that. They only want the fulfillment of their material desires. And as soon as they get that, they will leave Braj. They will go to Kamsa or anyone else. They will go to any demigod or goddess and do not have the good fortune of hearing Sri Krishna's flute and having a loving relation with Sri Krishna. So the gopis are described to be most fortunate. It is very amazing and astonishing that even the animals and birds in Braj, they did not chant any mantras. So how did they have the fortune of hearing Krishna's flute? They did not do any austerities, give any charity. They did not even know anything, what they were doing, but they had some connection to the dust of Braj, which had been graced by Sri Krishna's footprints. Sometimes they saw the beautiful form of Sri Krishna and became attracted to that and would move or fly behind him, or they would offer something to Krishna, or they would also receive the remnants of Sri Krishna's prasadam. How did that good fortune come or qualification come? Even the animals and birds, they are very simple. They would stay on the bank of the Jamuna, or in the forest and trees of Braj, or in the groves of Braj. And when Krishna wandered throughout the forest, there they would see Krishna. And also the purifying air in Braj that had touched Sri Krishna's body also touched them. And they would sit or go where Krishna had sat or walked. We see the parrots and the peacocks. They would go, and the cuckoo birds and other birds would go and collect ripe fruits for Krishna. They would collect ripe mangoes or other fruits and go and offer them to Sri Krishna. Or the parrots would go and taste the different fruits and find the sweet fruits and bring them to Krishna. And they would give them to Krishna and all the sakhas. In this way, they thought, oh, we do not have any hands that we can go and directly give this to Krishna, but in this way, still they would cut these fruits and they would fall down where the sakhas were. And in this way, everyone in Braj has a natural relation and love for Krishna, and Krishna accepts everyone's gifts. He plays then his beautiful flute song, and hearing that, everyone becomes completely lost in love for him. Hearing Krishna's flute, who can remain peaceful in material life? It is not possible. Therefore, hearing Krishna's flute does not only make all the ladies of Braj or the three worlds lose their minds for Sri Krishna, but all animals, birds, indeed all creatures become attracted to Sri Krishna. If someone is in material bondage, then they can consider some way to get free. But the gopis were not bound by anything. From childhood, they had love for Krishna, and it was very natural and spontaneous. Therefore, no one could bind them with any illusory attachment. No one could steal the wealth of Sri Krishna, or could disturb or cheat or steal or control the wealth of Sri Krishna or anyone who has offered themselves to Sri Krishna. Jiva Goswami here says, some problem could come. Krishna would say, "Oh, you want to be my maidservants? That is not good." The gopis say, "This is nothing strange. We are your servants, and we are always offering ourselves to you. We are never separate from you, and it is not possible that we ever go separate from you. Seeing your beautiful form, hearing the sound of your flute, even the demigods who have come with the demigods, hearing your flute and seeing your beautiful form which steals the mind, they fell senseless. The demigoddesses fell senseless in the laps of their husbands, and they are completely lost in love for you. What to speak of us simple girls? We see even the goddesses of heaven are mad in love with you. We see when the calves hear the sound of your flute, even when they were drinking milk from their mothers, they would stop drinking milk and stand motionless with their ears perked up listening to your flute. The cows who were chewing grass, with grass in their mouths, they would stop chewing, and with their ears uplifted, they listened to the sound of your flute. In this way, who is there who is not attracted and who does not lose their mind and hearts when they hear the sound of your flute? We see the deers and the other animals in Braj all become maddened in love with you when they hear the sound of your flute. This has such a powerful, attractive force. And your beautiful form makes everyone restless at heart. By the sound of your flute, everyone becomes motionless. In their absorption of you, and they have no strength to control themselves or to follow any rules and regulations. This is not anything ordinary. All the different worlds, if they hear your flute sound, if anyone there hears your flute or sees your beautiful form, they will lose their hearts to you. Therefore, there is nothing amazing about this, that we have come here. Hearing Krishna's flute, even Indra, Shiva, Brahma, and the other demigods, they themselves become bewildered. What to speak of animals and birds? Even great sages, great wise elders, great demigods, sadhus, rishis, maharshis, they all lose their dharma and become completely absorbed in you. They become fully restless and they lose their hearts to you. Therefore, Sri Krishna, we pray to you, please accept us in your service. Chakravarti Thakur explains, if Krishna tries to stop the gopis and say, "Oh, you should stay chaste to your husbands, you should return home, you should not give up your shyness and come to me," this is improper. You should not leave everything and come to me. Instead, you should return home and follow your proper dharma. as chaste wives. You are trying to come to me like this. This is offensive. That, oh, Lakshmi Devi is like my wife, and I will not accept all of you. It is not possible. She serves everyone in the three worlds. Therefore, you should not try and be equal to Lakshmi and compete with Lakshmi. So Krishna may tease the gopis like this. But they respond, no, Mahalakshmi, she serves everyone, and we do not want to take her place or compete with her. However, even though everyone is happy receiving Lakshmi, they do not all come into your service. They take what Lakshmi gives and stay separate from you. When they gain Lakshmi or opulence or wealth or fortune, they go away from you and become very proud. They do not become attracted to you. Lakshmi does not have this power that she can please everyone and bring them to Prabhu Sri Krishna. Lakshmi gives things to people and they think that is theirs then, and then they try to enjoy it and they become absorbed in that. But it will not go and offer themselves to Krishna and offer others and everything they possess to Krishna. It is very rare. One may find 1 in a million or even less than that who will take whatever they receive from Lakshmi and offer it to Krishna along with themselves. Generally, people receive Lakshmi, wealth, fortune, and so forth, and become very proud. So the Braj Gopis say to Krishna, we do not want to go into anyone else's service, nor do we have any connection or thought of any other. If you say, oh, go and serve Lakshmi, be her maidservants, or go to anyone else, that is not possible for us. Does anyone else have the power to offer us to you or to bring us to you? Therefore, we will not go to anyone else. We do not want to go and be bewildered by Maya. Therefore, Krishna, we will not go to anyone else. Please accept us as your maidservants. That is our only desire. Indra, Mahadev, and the 330 million demigods have so many qualifications given to them by Krishna. Time by time, we see the demigods became against Krishna. Indra came with thunderbolts and attacked Braj. Not only once. For 7 days and nights, he attacked Braj. Did he change completely by that? When Krishna went afterwards to take the Parijata flower from the Sudharma Sabha in the heavenly realm, then Indra started fighting with Krishna again. This was years after Indra attacked Braj, so he did not change. And he also engaged the other demigods in attacking Krishna. But everything is Krishna's property. The Lord manifests everything in this world, and everything is His property. But if we get a little position anywhere, then we are ready to fight with God Himself. But like an ant, if an ant grabs onto a grain of something, and you try to take that grain away from the ant, it will give up its life defending the grain. That is our position. We grab onto something and we say, that is mine, and if anyone tries to take it from us, we will be ready to fight with them to the death, even if it is God. So when we receive something from Lakshmi, generally we become like this. So the Braj Gopis say, we are not the followers of Lakshmi, and you cannot trick or cheat us. You cannot give us respect and great position and send us to the group of Lakshmi. Instead, we only want the service of your lotus feet. If Krishna says, oh, you want to take me by force? The gopis respond, in Braj, in the dust of Braj, then we have the right to stay and move in Braj. And We also have the right to serve you. You are here in Braj, so we will serve you. In the 41st verse, now we will hear the commentary. The Gopis say, O beloved, it is known that Lord Narayan came to protect the demigods, and you also appeared in Braj Mandal to free everyone of all kinds of suffering. O merciful one, O ocean of mercy, we are also very sad, and there is a fire burning in our hearts. Therefore, please protect us from this fire. Please accept us as your maidservants. Please place your cooling lotus hand on our heads or on our chests, and in this way make our lives fortunate and save us from this great danger of this fire burning in our hearts. Please, in this way, place your lotus hand on our chests or on our heads. Jiva Goswami Prabhu comments in his Vaishnav Toshini commentary, the Gopis tell Krishna that Krishna may say, oh, this is not good, that you should not come to me like this is not proper. Krishna may show many kinds of rules and regulations. He may cheat one in so many ways and try to make one separate from him. Krishna in many ways tested the gopis and in this way prepared them and examined them. Then the gopis said, you may say there is a fault if we give up our dharma of service to our husbands and families, but if someone follows dharma or gives up dharma, some fault can be there, but we do not know what is dharma. We have never studied Ved or Vedanta. We never accepted a guru. No one has given us instructions on dharma. Now, for the first time, you have begun to instruct us. Maybe you are the manifestation of Narayan appearing in Braj, and you are instructing us here. But that person who gives instructions, who very nicely teaches one, that person is like a guru, and one should serve him. So you have appeared here and are teaching us about dharma. Before we never heard these things. So you are like our guru, and the first duty of the disciple is to serve guru. And if one does not serve guru, then one cannot benefit from any of his teachings. If one does not serve guru and give some offering to guru or dakshina, then the wisdom that guru bestows cannot be present with one. It will go in one ear and out the other. It will not be present with one and activate itself. Many people will hear things from guru, but it will not activate in their hearts and they will not become engaged in it. Like Karna served his Gurudev so much, Parashuram, and he achieved knowledge in all the different martial arts. One day, his Gurudev was taking rest in the forest, and Karna was massaging him. He placed his head on the thigh of Karna, and he was fanning him and massaging his head. And in this way, his Gurudev Parashuram was resting. After some time, when his Gurudev woke, he saw that he was covered in blood. His body, his head, he felt some coldness. He woke up and he saw, oh, where has all this blood come from? Then he asked this to Karna, and Karna said, oh, you are resting, and a very powerful insect or serpent like a worm entered my thigh from the ground and came out, boring through my thigh to the other side, and so much blood came out in this way. But I did not want to disturb you. Then Parashuram said, do not cheat me. Which caste are you from? You told me before that you were a Brahmin caste, and then I taught you. But Brahmin could never tolerate this pain. You must be a Kshatriya. So, however much I taught you, in the time of your greatest need, you will forget everything. In this way, Parashuram cursed Karna. Karna served his guru with so much, and he had so much fortitude. Even though this insect caused so much pain, he tolerated that. But he had lied to his guru and told him he was a Brahmin, whereas in truth he was a Kshatriya. So his guru told him, "Oh, you came and by trickery you learned everything from me. So when you need that the most, you will forget it." We see when he was fighting with Arjuna, he forgot his mantras to fight with. So if someone hears the teachings of Guru but does not follow them properly and he may try to cheat Guru, then he will be cheated. He will lose the benefit. If one does not properly serve Guru with sincerity and simplicity and honesty, then he cannot get the real mercy of Guru. Why? That is the property of Guru. If we do not have faith in Guru and receive his mercy and affection and understand the need for that, if we do not understand the need for that from Guru, then it will not stay with us. We will be like the mountain of stone that all the water falls off of. The water of Guru's mercy will not stay with us. So the gopis tell Krishna, "You have instructed us in so many ways, but if we do not serve you, then we will not be able to follow that. Therefore, you are like our Guru and we are your disciples. Therefore, it is important and essential for us to serve you. Even if we are unqualified disciples and foolish, it is still our duty to serve you. We are in your shelter. Therefore, Krishna, as Guru, it is your duty or dharma to help us progress and to accept our service. Then, gradually, if you give us your mercy, then your mercy will always engage us in your service in connection with you. You lifted Giriraj Govardhan with the pinky of your left hand. If you do not accept us and take us into your shelter, then what will be your position?" Krishna, you are our beloved. Krishna said, "I lifted Giriraj to help the Brijabasis. I am trying to protect everyone, but I do not want to break the proper dharma." The gopis say, "Oh, you protected everyone in Braj when they were suffering and in danger, so we are also in danger and suffering so much. Therefore, please also protect us and accept us at your lotus feet as your maidservants." Please place your beautiful lotus hand upon our chests or on our heads, and in this way our bodies will always be offered to you and engaged in your service. What does this mean? What are they praying for? That, "O Artha Bandhu, O friend of the suffering, please accept our prayer. We are very sad and are suffering so much." In this way, the gopis expressed their hearts to Sri Krishna. In Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's Sarartha Dharshini, he comments, the gopis say, "O Krishna, there is no need for this trickery and crooked words from you. Please, how long will you hide your desire? We know that you called us here and wanted to meet with us. You took birth in Braj, in the family of the Gopas, and you saved all the Brajbasis in so many different circumstances. You saved them from the forest fire, the Davanal. You saved them from so many different demons. So you cannot hide and you cannot trick or cheat us. We know you are always present in Gokul, protecting everyone. Others may not be able to understand your true nature, but we know you, Sri Krishna, and we are also suffering from such a great danger and are burning by this great demon of separation from you. Therefore, please protect us and save us from this demon of the fire of your separation. We have come into your shelter, and until you place your lotus hand on our head or on our hearts, then we will not be saved. Are you afraid that your hand will burn because we are burning in this fire of separation? Are you afraid that by touching your servants, this will be against Dharma, or Dharma will run away from you? That is not possible, Krishna. You are always going everywhere in Braj and accepting everyone, and we are also living in Braj, so you should accept us as well. In this way, the Gopis pray to Sri Krishna, do not forsake us and accept us. Now we will hear the next verse. Sukadeva Goswami said, O Parikshit Maharaj, Bhagavan Sri Krishna in this way heard the lamentations of the Gopis, and his heart melted. Even though he is self-satisfied and always self-sufficient and does not need anything, still Krishna smiled, and hearing the prayers of the Gopis, he accepted them and began to dance and sing with the Gopis. Jiva Goswami comments here in his Vaishnav Toshini commentary, Krishna is Brajaraman and the Gopis are the Brajaramanis. Krishna is present in every pore of the Gopis' bodies, in their hearts, in their minds, inside, outside, within and without, on all sides. The Lord can never be separate from the Gopis, and he cannot, even if he tries, make them separate from him. Therefore, Krishna was very happy hearing the Gopis' prayers and said, Oh, all glories to you. There is no spot or speck within you for anyone else. You are completely dedicated to me and do not want any connection to anyone else. So seeing the Gopis, he was very happy. Even though he is self-satisfied and always pleased within himself, still seeing the Gopis, he was extremely pleased. And everywhere else, people are vyabhicharis, unchaste and independent, and they have place for so many things in their hearts. In this way, they are unchaste, not only in their minds and their bodies. Their hearts are always so attached to so many things. Even your hair, if one hair falls from your body, from your head, you'll think, oh no, my hair is falling. We have so much attachment, even to our hair. If you stub your toe, or if something happens to your body, then you are so disturbed. The Gopis are not like this. They have no material attachment, and their hearts are only full of Sri Krishna. So Krishna, very pleased with the Gopis, began his dancing, singing with the Gopis, smiling, laughing, and playing with the Gopis. He heard their prayers to him. Now he could no longer stay far from them. Therefore, he appeared as if out of their hearts. Once Dhruva, when he was meditating on the Lord, first the Lord appeared in his heart. So Dhruva said, "Oh Lord, why are you shy? Why are you hiding in the cave of my heart? Are you afraid of me? Please come out in front of me. Do you think I am a child and will disturb you? Therefore, please appear before me. I will not disturb you. I didn't disturb my mother. I didn't disturb my father. I left and came to the forest and meditated on you. So please come out of my heart in front of me. I am waiting and I want to meet with you. I want to see you face to face." So seeing the mood of Dhruva and hearing his prayer, the Lord came outside. Then Dhruva became astonished. Seeing the beautiful form of the Lord, he could not speak. He became speechless. At that time the Lord placed his conch shell on the forehead of Dhruva, and then he could speak and he began to praise the Lord. The Braja Gopis, they are like millions of times greater than any Dhruva. It is uncalculable. So Brajaraman Sri Krishna is in their hearts, Raman means someone who is always moving and playing everywhere. So Krishna, who is Braja Raman, is always in the hearts of the gopis, in every pore of their bodies, in their minds and their hearts. Therefore now Krishna appeared from their hearts and began to dance and play and sing with the gopis. In the Rasa Sastras, it is described, how can you understand if someone is happy? Seeing someone's face. So, if someone sees Krishna's lotus face, they see, oh, how beautiful his face is, how beautiful his smile and his eyes are. If you look at Narayan, then, oh, he is very grave, very serious, very strong. But Krishna is not like that. Krishna is always a simple boy, smiling, playing, laughing, with a very sweet smile on his face. He is so simple and full of so much nectar. That is his nature. Others have so much pride, but Krishna has no pride. If he will meet with anyone, he will embrace anyone, he will accept anything from anyone, he will play, wrestle, fight. He is always smiling and happy. He is smiling and making others smile. He is laughing and making others laugh. He is happy and making others happy. We can never hear in the dictionary or in any book that Krishna causes pain or suffering to anyone. If anyone in anyhow meets with Krishna, even if they attack Krishna, then when Krishna touches them with his hand, he liberates them. When Aghasur opened his mouth and said, "Come inside my mouth," Krishna happily entered the mouth of Aghasur, and then he liberated him, and he accepted Aghasur. We see Dhenukasur and all the different demons, even they came to attack Krishna, but Krishna did not give anyone any inauspiciousness. Instead, he always helped everyone. Krishna, he will not cry, but he cries only to who? To Yashoda. When Yashoda chastises Krishna, then Krishna may cry. But otherwise, we do not find Krishna crying anywhere. Kunti once asked Krishna in Hastinapur, "Oh, when you were crying, when Yashoda picked up the stick and said she would beat you, was that only like a performance, or was it true?" Krishna said, "Oh, I was very afraid. It was completely true." Why? "Oh, I didn't want to disturb my mother Yashoda. She is so powerful and great. And I didn't want her to be upset with me. And I was truly afraid." So, Krishna in this way is very simple-hearted and sweet. Krishna looks, if someone's heart is offered to him, then he goes and plays in that heart. He looks, oh, is that heart decorated as a garden for me? In that heart, are all my associates present? Do their hearts have a place for all of my associates? Krishna doesn't want to play and be alone. He wants all his associates from Braj to be there with him. Once, Nityananda Prabhu was doing kirtan all day and night. Then he went to one place, to a landlord, and he asked if he could do kirtan there. The owner said, "No." "Oh, you are worshipping a cowherd, boy. So go to the cow shed. Why do you want to be in this royal palace? This royal palace is not for you. You are following a cowherd boy, so go into the cow shed." Nityananda Prabhu said, Oh, you will not give a place for the devotees to do kirtan of the Lord? Oh, this place is for the malechas, the meat eaters, the cow eaters. Okay, they will come here and take that place. Now your land or place is not for Krishna and his devotees. Nityananda generally, we never find him angry, but here he became angry. Why? First, this person had offended Haridas Thakur so much. He had tried to make Haridas appear fallen by sending the prostitute, but Nityananda was very angry. He left that place, and some time later the Muslim ruler came with all his soldiers, and he burnt that person's house, and all the village was burnt down. He took that person and his wife and family all away, imprisoned them, and he cooked cow meat on that place. So we see the hearts of the Brajabasis. They are always ready to serve the Lord and his devotees, and they only have place for him. The Lord, seeing the gopis, he was so happy, and the Atmananda was very small and insignificant for him. That Yogeshwar Sri Krishna himself began to dance and sing and play with the gopis. Mahaprabhu and his associates, what would they do to please Krishna? What has Mahaprabhu said? Nacho gao koro bhakta sangha. That you should dance to please Krishna, and you should take Mahaprasad, Akanta Puriya Prasad Sevan, take Prasad up to your neck, and then dance and sing with the devotees. That is the method to please Krishna. By dancing and singing for Krishna, that is how you can please him. Krishna is a simple boy. He only wants to see you singing and dancing for him. Then he is very easily pleased. You do not need to do any other difficult austerity. So Krishna himself began to dance with his eternal beloveds. And he danced in such an amazing way that, even the Gandharvas in heaven, they could not play in such amazing way as Krishna and the Gopis were singing and playing. They became completely bewildered. The Gopis sang in all the different swars, in all the different melodies. They all manifested directly from the Gopis, who are like their fountainhead source. So in this way, they began so much beautiful dancing and singing, and we will hear more tomorrow about this Ras Leela. Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Bol.